Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope you're doing well out there. Let's get this going. Come on over, get yourself signed up for the quiz by coming to this appropriately named website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to that website, you're going to notice that there are a few fields we need for you to fill out to sign up for the game. That includes a team name and email address, and then there's a drop-down menu that asks you whether you are or are not a part of the league. Whether you're in the league or playing super casually here tonight, we want you to play. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com to get signed up for the game. This evening, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our fourth and final theme of the evening is going to be a picture round. So that means the majority of this quiz are these question and answer style rounds, and here's how they work. I'm going to ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning you will be able to see the questions as I'm asking them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options, but the vast majority of our questions this evening are going to be short answer in there to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer runs out. Yes, there's a countdown timer that accompanies each of the questions in these first 3 rounds. Keep an eye out for it and make sure that you always click submit answers before it's too late. Let's say you enter in a response and then you change your mind about what you think the answer is. Please feel free to update your answer. Just make sure you click submit answers again before that timer runs out, so we have your most up-to-date response over here. If you're just joining us, hi, welcome. I'm Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Thanks for playing with us. Get signed up for the game by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name, an email address. Let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Throughout the game, if you enter in a response and you have a spelling error, don't worry about it too much. I am able to see what you put as your responses, and I will do my darndest to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Our fourth and final category of the evening is going to be the picture round, which is structured a wee bit differently than our first 3 categories. I'll walk you through those details when we get to that point in the evening. If you're just joining, hi, come play. Quiz.nyctrivialeague.com is where you get signed up for the game. And before we dive into round number 1, I do have 2 simple rules that I ask that you all kindly abide by here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in trivia. Do not look the answers up. What are you doing here if you're just going to Google things? That is not the spirit of the game. Please play fairly. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Always a pleasure to hear from you all in the chat. Just don't ruin things for others by putting answers over there. We're going to dive right on into our first category of the evening. This is your last opportunity to get signed up for round number 1 before we dive into that first round. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining these 44 fabulous trivia teams. From our first sign up here tonight, we've got Team 578 down to our most recent team to get signed up. We're Scared. Hi, We're Scared. Welcome to those 2 teams, and of course, every team in between. Wishing you all great luck on tonight's quiz. Let's do it. Round 1 tonight is in the category of colors of the rainbow. We're talking colors of the rainbow. and rainbows. Let's do it. Round one, question number one. Trade routes between Europe and Asia changed forever when what waterway opened in 1869, connecting the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea? Name that trade route. Connecting the Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea. It opened in 1869. It's the Suez Canal, no longer being blocked by the Ever Given, what do you call that thing? Boat? 71% of you got it right. Here's question two. What author wrote the 2010 memoir Orange is the New Black, My Year in a Women's Prison, the book upon which the Netflix series is based? The author of Orange is the New Black is Piper Kerman. Piper Kerman, your correct response. A bit tougher there, but 46% of you got it right. Yes, Evergreen is the brand. Containership was what I was trying to say of the Ever Given of Evergreen fame. Okay, question three. In the late 19th century, yellow journalism was a term often used to describe the circulation war between Joseph Pulitzer at the New York World and what owner of the New York Journal? Name that owner of the New York Journal. The circulation war was between Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst. Hearst, your answer there for number three. 56% of you pulling off a correct response for that question. On to our next question in this round, number 4. Which of the following is not a suggestion that Sam I Am makes for how to eat green eggs and ham in the Dr. Seuss classic? Is it here or there, with a goat, on a plane, or in the dark? Which of these suggestions does Sam I Am not make in Green Eggs and Ham? There is no talk of planes. On a plane, not in the book. He does say on a train, but not on a plane. You might think he would. Question 5. Nicknamed the chairman of the board and Old Blue Eyes, what singer/actor earned an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for the 1953 film From Here to Eternity? Old Blue Eyes himself, Oscar winner, Frank Sinatra is your correct response for number 5. Frank Sinatra. Our 6th question in this Colors of the Rainbow round. Here we go. In the video games, Pokemon trainers who have collected all of the proper gym badges can face off against the Elite Four and Pokemon League champion at what capital, considered to be the ultimate goal of trainers? This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that at some point this evening, the Indigo Plateau would be coming up. 62% of you got that one right, which indicates to me that some of you maybe do follow me for that hint, or others of you are Pokemon fans. Follow me. I will help boost your score just a little bit next time you play with us at Trivia Meredith. Our next question in this round, number 7, Violet Parr, who has the ability to render herself invisible and generate force fields, makes her first appearance in what 2004 animated film? Violet Parr, the eldest daughter of The Incredibles. Incredibles, your correct response for number 7. 3 more questions in this rainbow round. Here's number 8. The Rainbow Room is a private dining and entertaining space on the 65th floor of what New York City skyscraper? The Rainbow Room. I was lucky enough to get to go up there a couple of years ago for an event. It's really neat. It's part of 30 Rockefeller Plaza. 30 Rock, your correct answer for number 8. Great views from up there. Our 9th question in this rainbow round. Gilbert Baker designed the first rainbow flag to be flown at the 1978 San Francisco Gay Pride Parade after being challenged to do so by what politician, who became the first openly gay man to be elected to public office in California? Gilbert Baker, commissioned to make that rainbow pride flag by none other than Harvey Milk. Every single person who submitted got that one right. That's right, folks. We've got a social. Well played. We are on to our final question in round 1. What song from the 1979 film The Muppets Movie reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in November 1979? There's a wee typo there. It should say The Muppet Movie. No S. That song that reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. A bunch of people guessing It's Not Easy Being Green. Yes, there's a color there, but this one actually was Rainbow Connection. Rainbow Connection. And of course, you likely noticed that you have been Muppeted. And someone pointed out moments ago, us discussing the Rainbow Room, that technically you have also been
It's Saturday Night Live.
SNL'd. Yes, since, of course, they film at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Our first round. We did it, everybody. Let's see how it's going thus far. One round into the quiz. As it stands right now, we've got a tie for 5th place with 9 points between the Rubber Yolks. His farts worse than his bite. We drink and we know things 69. Jackash Incorporated, the question marks, and Chi-Chi's Forever, and tied for the lead with perfect scores in round 1, 10 for 10. Platinum Stance, we drink and we know things 12. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the blippiest Nando. A great first round to all of you. Those of you who are in the league, next week, everybody, is our championship. And this is where our teams stand as we head into our final game tonight. Will determine the standings of this season. But as of last week, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks are in the top spot, with Why Not Zoidberg and Chi-Chi's Forever tied in that 9th spot. You can see a full list of standings by heading on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Let's dive right on into our second round of the evening. For round 2 tonight, our topic is Ain't It Grand? Grand, your key word in this round. Let's do it. Round 2, question 1. The Whispering Gallery, a space at Grand Central Terminal where you can whisper into a corner and hear it in the opposite corner, is directly outside what iconic restaurant that has been in Grand Central since it first opened in 1913? Name that restaurant. That restaurant that has been open since Grand Central itself in 1913 is the Oyster Bar, the Grand Central Oyster Bar. 52% of you familiar with that Grand Central Oyster Bar. Our next question in this round, number 2. Wes Anderson told Saoirse Ronan she could use her Irish accent if she wanted, since Rafe was speaking with an English accent, Tony was speaking like a Californian, and Jeff Goldblum was speaking how Jeff Goldblum speaks when discussing what 2014 film? That 2014 Wes Anderson film is the Grand Budapest Hotel. 66% of you got it right, and very clearly you have just been Goldbloomed. Yes, it has happened. You will get Goldbloomed every single game in season 58. And as I mentioned earlier, next week is our championship. So we will be saying a soft goodbye, farewell to Jeff Goldblum. But, you know, he could come back just like the Muppets tonight, or being SNL'd. Our third question in round number 2. Usually on display in the East Room of the White House is the 300,000th grand piano made by what New York City company? It was a gift to FDR in 1938. Name that company. That New York City founded piano company is Steinway and Sons. Steinway, your answer for number 3. Our fourth question in this Ain't It Grand themed round. The quick mix theory is a DJ technique first created by Barbadian American rapper and producer Joseph Robert Sadler, who's better known by what stage name? The quick mix theory, a creation of Grandmaster Flash, is your correct response for number 4. 71% of you got that one right. Question number 5. In 2010, what Vikings quarterback became the first and remains the only known NFL player in history to become a grandfather while he was an active player? I do love seeing the answers you all come up with when you don't know. One team put Thor Odinson. Sorry, it was not Thor, but it was Brett Favre, a grandfather and an NFL player at the same time. Question number 6. In 1883, the University of North Dakota opened in what third most populous city of the state after Fargo and Bismarck? A slightly tougher one, but 18 teams pulling off a correct answer. The third most populous city in North Dakota is Grand Forks. Grand Forks, 37%. Well played. Question number 7, abbreviated as IM and ranked directly below Grandmaster, is what chess rank for players who are rated between 2,400 and 2,499 on the ELO scale? The rank below Grandmaster in chess is IM, which stands for International Master, is your correct response for number 7. 45% know your chess rankings. 3 more questions in this Ain't It Grand round. Here's number 8. What U.S. president who was never actually elected to the office of vice president or president is buried with his wife in Grand Rapids, Michigan? Never actually elected as vice president or as president. It's Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford, buried in Grand Rapids, Michigan, next to Betty Ford. Question 9. The tallest known predictable geyser is Grand Geyser, which can be found in Teton County in what U.S. state? Where is Teton County? Grand Geyser happens to be part of Yellowstone, and Teton County is located in Wyoming, is your correct response for number 9, which brings us to our final question of round number 2. Which Grand Theft Auto game shipped the highest number of units within the series history, with over 170 million copies, making it the second best-selling video game of all time? The second best-selling video game of all time is Grand Theft Auto 5. 5, your answer for question number 10. 63% of you familiar with the fact that that one did really well. That does bring us to the end of round number 2. We're halfway through the quiz. Let's check in with our standings for our top teams right now. Tied in 6th with 17 points. His farts worse than his bite. Pieced it together. Chi-Chi's Forever and the Helsinki Syndrome. Tied in 4th with 18. Drink Drink Up Me Hearties, Yo Ho, and the blippiest Nando. In third with 19 points, We Drink and We Know Things 69. And tied for the lead, perfect scores, 20 for 20, We Drink and We Know Things 12. And 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Before we get into our third round tonight, let's check out our upcoming schedule. I mentioned it before, but the virtual championship is 1 week from today. That is Wednesday, June 5th, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Invitations are going out tomorrow, so keep an eye on your inbox. Those of you who maybe have been playing with us in person this season, there is a special note for you all in that coming email. We kindly ask that you only participate in either the in-person or the virtual trivia championship. Thank you very much for that. And once you get that invite, kindly RSVP to commish@nyctrivialeague.com. Also, tonight, everybody, the movie quiz is back with a very special Batman-themed trivia game happening as soon as we wrap up at 9 o'clock Eastern Time at play.themoviequiz.com. I hope very much you all will stick around for a fun Batman game. Our third category of the evening, let's keep this game moving along. We're talking about Dog Eat Dog as our topic. Round 3, question number 1. Snoop Dogg and Michael Bublé are joining as superstar coaches on season 26 of what singing competition series? Snoop Dogg and Michael Bublé set to be coaches on the next season of The Voice is your correct answer. The Voice. Question number 2. Kabosu, a Japanese Shiba Inu who rose to fame in 2013 as what meme, passed away recently at 14 years old? Kabosu is the Shiba Inu, best known as Doge. R.I.P. Doge is your correct answer for number 2. Question number 3, Dog Eat Dog, our theme. Here we go. Bud Light's former commercial mascot, Spuds McKenzie, and Target's mascot, Bullseye, are both what breed of terrier? Spuds, Mackenzie, and Bullseye are so cute. I like these kinds of dogs. They're bull terriers. Bull terrier, your correct response for number three. Our fourth question in this dog round. WAG is not only a description of the movement of a dog's tail, but also an acronym used in the sports world to refer to people of what relation to high profile athletes? WAG, what does it stand for? I do agree. It's a sexist phrase. Should be retired. WAG stands for wives and girlfriends. Our fifth question in this dog round. The dog crossbreed known as a Morkie is a combination of Yorkshire Terrier and what white coated dog breed named for an island nation south of Sicily? A Morkie is a combination Yorkshire Terrier and Maltese. Maltese from Malta. Our sixth question in this round. The 2024 movie Arthur and the King is based on a true story of a dog and a man who found each other during an adventure race. It features what actor in the role of runner Michael Light? That movie, Arthur and the King, stars Mark Wahlberg is your correct response for number six. How'd you do? It was tough, and no one saw Arthur and the King, I guess, or heard the story. It is a book as well. All right. Question seven. The 1989 Don Bluth animated movie featured Burt Reynolds as the voice of Charlie B. Barkin, a German Shepherd who was a former con artist. Name that movie. Burt Reynolds voiced Charlie B. Barkin in All Dogs Go to Heaven is your correct response for number 7. Question number 8 in this dog eat dog round. What end of the alphabet video game developer behind the app Words with Friends is named after the founder's bulldog and even uses a dog in its logo? Words with Friends, developed by the company Zynga is your answer. Zynga. Question number 9. What 2015 movie directed by Judd Apatow featured a fake black and white art film within the movie in which Daniel Radcliffe played a dog walker? Zane, I think you're right. They did purchase it from a different company. So we will edit that going forward to clarify, but appreciate you flagging that. And yeah, Zynga, apparently the name of a bulldog. Your correct answer here for number 9. That fake movie within a movie was in Trainwreck. Trainwreck, your correct response there. All of those directed by Judd Apatow, except The Big Sick, which was directed by Michael Showalter. And we are on to our final question in round number 3. What dog breed originates in Germany in the 1880s and is named for a tax collector who bred the dogs as a means of protection? That dog breed named for the person who came up with the dog breed. It's a Doberman. A Doberman or Doberman Pinscher. Gonna get you the point there. How'd you do? 42% of you got that one right. That does bring us to the end of round number 3. We've got one category left in our quiz. Let's check in with our standings as we head into that final round of the night. Our top teams Right now, tied in sixth with 26 points. His farts worse than his bite. Jackash Incorporated and the blippiest Nando. Tied in fourth with 27. Drink Up Me Hearties, Yo-Ho, and the Helsinki Syndrome. In third with 29. We Drink and We Know Things, 69. And tied for the lead with perfect scores. 30 out of a possible 30 points. We Drink and We Know Things, 12. And 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our final category of the evening coming at you in just a second. Did you know we do private events? I bet you did. We'd love to put something together for you, your company, you personally, whatever you have in mind. We can come in person or do things virtually. Reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, and we'll make it happen. The picture round tonight is in the category of college movies. College movies. In this round, you're going to see 10 images of movies that take place, at least in part, in a college setting. It is your job to identify the movie based on the still that you see. Please make sure you enter in your responses in the correct order. You've got 5 minutes to work on this round. I'll check in about halfway through, and at the end of the round, we'll go over the correct answers and then move on to the tiebreaker question to close out tonight's game before the Batman movie quiz gets started. All right, everybody, 5 minutes on the clock. Please name these college set movies. Oh, hi everyone. We're halfway through this here picture round looking for the name of the movie. See you in 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go over the correct answers. Good luck. If you haven't done so already, now is an excellent time to click that submit answers button. The countdown timer is going to get started any moment now. Keep an eye out and make sure you click submit answers before it's too late. I've got some answers for you all for this picture round. Movies set at college. Name the movie. Image number 1 is The Social Network. Image number 2, it's a Richard Linklater movie. It's called Everybody Wants Some. Yeah, tougher one, but 17 teams got it right. Number 3 is Legally Blonde. And bringing back an oldie, you've been legally blonded, the original theme that we did here. Our next image here, that movie is Old School. Image number 5, that is a still from Drumline. Image number 6 is Pitch Perfect. Number 7, that movie is called Happy Death Day. Image number 8, that is Monsters University. Image number 9 is Good Will Hunting. And number 10, that is National Lampoon's Van Wilder. Van Wilder is your answer there. Okay, moment of truth. Our next question is going to be the tiebreaker question to close out our game. If you were part of a tie and you ended up in the top 15 or so teams, we will post the results over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out to see what happens there. Give us your best guess on this tiebreaker question. You can guess over or under. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever's closer is going to break that tie. Let's check it out. How much money did the 2002 film Van Wilder make at the worldwide box office in total? Place your best guess. The 2002 movie Van Wilder at the worldwide box office brought in $38,275,483. No one got it right, as anticipated. Thank you for not cheating on that one. That does bring us to the end of tonight's quiz. Stick around, the movie quiz is coming up right now. Head on over to play.themoviequiz.com to get signed up for the game. All Batman themed here tonight. And reminder, folks, to keep an eye on your inboxes for an email from Commish at nyctrivialeague.com. Kindly RSVP. We'd love to see you at the virtual championship 1 week from today. That is Wednesday, the 5th of June. Let's find out how you all did on tonight's quiz by heading on over to the winner's circle. Coming in a tie tonight for 16th place with 32 points, we've got Organic Bananas, Swearwolves, and Team 578. Tied in 12th with 33 points. So we understand the gravy of the situation. The Rubber Yolks, Chi-Chi's Forever, and Team 578. Tied in 8th with 34 points, we've got Zuzu's Petals, Platinum Stance, and Jack Ash Incorporated, as well as the blippiest Nando. Tied in 6th with 35 points, his farts worse than his bite and pieced it together. Tied in 4th with 37 points, Drink Up Me Hearties, Yo-Ho, and the Helsinki Syndrome. In 3rd with 39, We Drink and We Know Things, 69. And tied for the lead tonight, these teams didn't miss a beat. 40 out of a possible 40 points. We Drink and We Know Things, 12, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It has been a pleasure hosting for you all this evening. Thank you so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you to Peter and the rest of our writing team for helping to put together tonight's quiz. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software you all played the quiz on tonight. Stick around for the movie quiz, everyone. We'll see you next week for the championship.